Newsflash, Trump is back on the presidential scene with even tougher rules in store for immigrants in the future. Hello, I'm attorney Lee Marvin, and I've been specializing in immigration law for over a decade. And today, I want to talk to you from our main office in Grand Rapids, Michigan, about this topic with Trump, okay? I help immigrants in all 50 states, really across the planet, with anything related to immigration, especially filings for family. This Trump information is 100% going to have a major impact on people, and I want you to understand what that impact is. So, if you're joining us for the first time on my channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and check the notification bell so you get notified of future videos about timely topics like this one. It is election season, and we're going to be providing even more feedback and information to people. So you need to subscribe so you get this critical information so you and your family can move forward in the most intelligent way possible, okay? You may have heard about President Trump. If you're not living in a cave or under a rock, I'm sure you have, that he has recently released his plans for immigration if he is reelected, okay? In this video, I will explain his proposed, we call them heavy-handed immigration plans for 2025. I'll provide some analysis, as well as the impact that these proposed laws will have on immigration. At the end of the video, I'm going to provide commentary about the likelihood of success for these proposals. So you might want to stick around for that, because that is really what provides the context for people moving forward with their immigration process, okay? So stick around for that. So the main focus of Trump's plan is on the southern border and security measures for the United States. These measures promise to be as controversial as his prior immigration policies in his first administration, okay? So again, this is all fictional. If he doesn't get reelected, none of this matters. But as we all know, politics is very strange, and he very well could be elected, and this is what he wants to do. So first, and I'm reading this because I don't have it memorized, obviously, Trump is proposing a naval blockade by the Gulf Coast, by the U.S. Navy and the Coast Guard to stop drug smuggling boats in Latin American waters. Okay, so that's one. He wants to designate drug cartels as unlawful enemy combatants. This would allow him to be able to do military intervention into Mexico and potentially even Central America, because enemy combatants are treated differently than just citizens of other countries. Okay, that is a big deal. Okay. His plan would also extend Texas's border barriers and would include the controversial floating fence that's currently exists in the Rio Grande, okay? He wants to finally complete the border wall that was such a big deal in his last administration, okay? He wants to continue the Remain in Mexico policy program that he created during his previous presidency. He also wants to restore his previous policy about asylum seekers and using Title 42 protocols, which are the health protocols that were enacted under the COVID crisis, to be able to more easily expel immigrants or to limit immigrants from entering the United States due to health concerns. So that's part of his plan. His 2025 plan also is to significantly limit immigration by reducing access to prospective immigrants based on ideology, wealth, health, and country of origin. So if you recall this, he tried to change the public charge requirements, okay? That's basically what this refers to. Changing, making it more difficult for people to qualify for green cards based on those components. So this is the part that's slightly controversial, okay? the proposal to screen immigrants more heavily based on their attitudes and their opinions, basically pro-communist ideals is what they're being described as. So he wants to make it more restrictive based on your opinions, whether you're Marxist or communist. That is a very big priority for him. He wants to expand the Muslim ban that he had before that will include and cover additional countries and different people in both Africa and the Middle East. Okay? He is seeking to eliminate birthright citizenship of children of undocumented immigrants and tourists in the United States. His plan also includes the enhanced screening of immigration applicants and visitors, which involve more scrutiny from immigration to social media accounts, also to require additional proof of health insurance and payment potentially for entry bonds. This is a new concept. You got to pay extra money to be able to enter the country just in case you decide not to leave again, okay? Trump is also planning to prioritize what they call aggressive enforcement of immigration laws through the assistance of the FBI, the DEA, and potentially using the National Guard for apprehending undocumented migrants, okay? This is all very big, very bold, and let's ask ourselves, is this likely to happen, okay? So this is what I wanted you to kind of wait for. That's online. You can see all that stuff online, but commentary, you can't get online, okay? So, for example, some of the protocols that he wants to do, the screening prospective immigrants who have pro-communist ideals. Absolutely is that possible? Yes. Those questions are included in the green card applications and naturalization. If you are pro-communist, historically, immigration can deny your ability to move forward with a process and get approved. So absolutely 100% that is a possibility, and they very well will do that. They already kind of do it. So it's not so far-fetched that they heighten it based on what's going on with Russia. The problems with Russia and the war in Ukraine very much is motivating Trump to do something like this. Expanding the Muslim ban concept from before. Absolutely, he can do that and probably will. But I will say with a lot of these types of proposals that Trump is unveiling, honestly, it's a marketing thing for election, but it also puts people on notice if they're contrary to Trump. They can start planning litigation right now. And I think a lot of people are already thinking about that, right? So he's telegraphing what his plans are, and that's going to allow people to prepare their lawsuits, because there's going to be a lot of them over these types of proposals. There's going to be a lot of litigation. So yes, he can probably do it, but will he get away with it? That's always the question with any sitting president, including Biden, okay? So he will try to do it, but will it be successful? Time will tell. Trump is seeking to eliminate birthright citizenship, okay? That is one that I see, yeah, he'll try. I don't think that's ever going to happen, okay? That is a very novel solution to the problem of undocumented people coming here and what he calls as anchor babies, or having your kids come here that technically are not part of American society, and it gives you an access that doesn't exist otherwise. So I don't think that's ever going to fly, right? That has massive constitutional problems, okay? So he will try it. I don't think it's going to fly. His plan to include enhanced screening of immigration applicants and visitors through social media, requiring health. Yes, 100% that would happen. And that is extremely likely to go through because it already exists, right? It already exists that social media accounts can be reviewed for whatever the government thinks is not good for society, for American society, whether it's socially or security threats. That is already happening. So yeah, that's a no-brainer. That will move forward, okay? prioritizing aggressive enforcement of immigration laws? Yeah, I mean, every president has the ability to do that. It's just prioritizing the different parts of the government to do that. So yeah, that absolutely will happen. As far as the remain in Mexico policy, yup, that's going to happen. You know why? Because Biden's still doing it. As many people who have been pissed off at Trump for this in the past, they also got pissed at Biden, but Biden is still doing that. So yeah, that's going to happen. Same thing with Title 42 protocols. You know, Trump got a lot of heat over these things that seemed inhumane and all that. Well, guess what? The next president, who was a Democrat, did the same darn thing. He never eliminated it. He was sued over it. He never eliminated it because it worked. Every president inherits an immigration catastrophe, and they try to figure out ways to get rid of the problems. This was a very novel idea that Trump did that Biden loved, and he kept it. So that absolutely will be retained. So be prepared for that. So again, the purpose of this video is not to be political. I hate being political. It doesn't serve anyone. The purpose was to give you the news and to tell you the context of it, whether it's going to affect you and your family or not. Don't get swept up into it. Don't give in to the doom and gloom and the negativity of the national politics, because it gets dirty, it gets ugly, and it's not a happy place, okay? You just need to keep a level head, educate yourself about what's moving forward. If you have the right to vote, you need to educate yourself of whether you like this stuff or not. Who do you support? So it's not pile on the candidate. It's what policies do they have that will help us or hurt us. That's what you need to know. So context is provided by me. If you have questions, you can reach out to me. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. If you have friends or family that are potential immigrants or current immigrants, they need to subscribe to my channel because they need to know how this is going to impact their lives in the future. So sorry this was a little bit longer of a video, but highly important. And in the future, it's going to be even more important as more stuff trickles out from this election year. Please reach out if you have questions. If you want to subscribe, do that right this moment. My job is to help people succeed, and I can only do that if people pay attention to the things I say and the advice I give. Have a wonderful day.